Okay, so now, I mean, two in a day, that's a lot for me. Beautiful tenor sax. I import these straight from a factory overseas, and they won't tell me exactly where they're made, but anyhow, they'll make it right to my specifications. So this seems to be the new in finish. I have one that's in a beautiful black lacquer with the gold keys and all engraved all the way up from top to bottom. It's on my page as an import, and this is the one next to it. This is kind of the opposite finish. This is basically an acid bath bare brass. So they take the brass instrument and they give it an acid bath to give it this instant kind of a retro, old gun shell type finish on it, which is kind of the new thing nowadays. Not my favorite, but it seems to be really popular with the players and the kids. And then of course all hand engraved, just beautiful. I mean, really thick. You can almost cut yourself on it. Brand new. Has a nice backpack case with it. All the stuff, but basically it's sort of like a reference 54 is the closest thing I can think of to it with that kind of a reference 54 finish. I actually like this finish better. The 54 has actually got a finish on it, and I think this is just basically bare brass. So again, brand new, and all the features I have sharp. Got the little tilters, palm keys stick, really out, nice and comfortable. Kind of feels like the Yamaha stuff. So anyhow, so you can get this saxophone for cheaper than an overhaul on your sax. So if you take it into a major shop, you're looking at over $1,000 for a major overhaul to replace all the corks and pads. And basically you can buy a brand new saxophone for the same price. And with a student model 26 Yamaha, now over $2,000 and made in China, which is just crazy. This is 10 times the horn for half the price. So on the student model Yamahas, you have a little post here, a little post here, a little post here. This is just like the Silmer, where it's got a 1/2-inch rib running down the whole side of the stack. So instead of a footprint of maybe a P, you've got a footprint of over an inch. So really solid. I'm trying to think if I could get a view of it. Probably back here. You can see there, here's the body, and here's the rib soldered to the body. So you've got that the whole length of the keys, and then down the back side, the same exact thing, with the rib down there. Kind of nice, these side F sharp, you can remove that if you ever need to get in there and work on it. That's a pain in the ass with the guard on there. Adjustments all over the place. And it came in playing 99%. I had to do like maybe 10-15 minutes of setup, one little slap of the sandpaper. The one they always forget, there's an adjustment here for the C, to hold the C sharp down. When you're going from B flat, B natural to B flat, you can see that C sharp down here. Here's the C sharp. It wants to pop open. So the B natural actually close that C sharp so it can't pop open when you're going between the B and the B flat, which is really cool. Nice big fat guard down there. And again, just a ton of horn for the price, and plays great. It's got a nice sound to it, got a nice case, and we'll give it a blow. Anyhow, and just go right down to that B flat. Nice and fat. Just effortless, absolutely effortless. So again, it's just a really great horn for the price range. Nice and beefy on the neck joint here. It's all reinforced. A little place to put your marching lyre if you ever need to run down the street with it, playing music. And again, just beautiful engraving, you know, just nice and tasteful. It's not overdone. The other one I have, it's all around the bell and up and down and on the neck. So this is a really more of a functional type engraving on it. So anyhow, so we're gonna play a little tune here. It's the only time I get to, you know, get a little practice in. So let's see if this will work. Come on. So anyhow, you can check them both out on my webpage, and stop. Okay, www.stevegraysaxes.com, and I'm trying to catch up. I've got so many people asking for demos of different instruments. You know, little town here, so everything's like shipping around the world, and shipping to the East Coast, West Coast. And again, just a beautiful, beautiful saxophone, brand new, still in the wrapper. Comes with a nice strap and reeds and cork grease and anything you can possibly need to make this thing play as you want to. So there it is, spotless. You can be the first one, besides me, to give this thing a blow. And man, this thing could just last you, decades and decades. It's really going to hold together. Really nicely made, really solid construction with all the ribbing and everything. And Even give you, Selmer doesn't even give you this. Gives you a nice little rubber cushion on the thumb rest. It's a metal thumb rest instead of plastic, so a little nice step up there. And it's got a serial number on it of 8569, which, you know, who cares? Can't date it or anything. But there it is. Again, it's got a subtone right down to that low B flat, or else it's back on the bench and, you know, finding out where it's leaking. But so somebody said, well, the saxophone's too bright. I mean, this is a pretty bright mouthpiece. So if you want to darken up a horn, you just get like an old Selmer C Star or Berg Larson hard rubber or something like that, and you can make this thing sound like Stan Getz if you want. Or you can get a Ripon. I've got a Gardala mouthpiece here that's more expensive than this saxophone, which is just crazy to spend over $1,000 on a mouthpiece. But that's what the world we live in. I mean, the average price is $500 to $700 for a good metal mouthpiece, and this Gardala is an original Dave Gardala, so it's like $1,500, which is just, I don't think I would pay that, but I'm sure there are people out there that just have to have one, and it is a fine mouthpiece. Anyway. So there it is, beautiful saxophone. What I've done before, you can get an optional set of abalone pearls for it. And I've actually had a cannonball, and I took the plastic pearls out and put some real pretty abalone ones in. Really kind of like plastic, but you know, you're not going to play any faster. So there it is. Trying to keep it short. Lots of stuff to do. And again, www.stevegraysaxes.com. You can email me from there, or saxgray@gmail.com. That's saxgray@gmail.com. So there it is. Man, oh man, I want to keep going, but just can't. So hopefully we'll get some warm weather. It's, you know, we're on the West Coast. It's down to 50 degrees, which is pretty darn cold for us. I got the heater going and jacket on and all that stuff. So anyhow, that's it. Sayonara.